Kim Gun-hee, South Korea's new First Lady, is accused of stock price manipulation, lied about her academic and employment credentials, and plagiarized her doctoral thesis. She has become the first First Lady to be a criminal suspect in the history of the Democratic Republic of Korea. In an interview after a press conference on December 26, 2021, she publicly apologized for lying about her education and career and promised that she would only quietly support her husband in the future. In a poll conducted shortly after Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol became president on May 10, 2022, 66.4%, the overwhelming majority of those who responded said they oppose her participation in public activities. Only 24.2% of people said that she should perform the traditional duties of First Lady. Even supporters of President Yoon Suk-yeol are very negative about her activities. However, as soon as President Yoon took office, she began attempting to gain more media exposure than any First Lady ever. On May 22, 2022, 2 weeks after Mr. Yoon became president, Kim Gun-hee's fan club president, Kang Shin-yeop, a lawyer, confessed that Kim Gun-hee asked him to create her own fan club. He told this in an interview with the Joseon Daily Press, Korea's representative legacy media. Interestingly, the article about it was deleted a few hours later. It was the first time in Korean history that First Lady created her own fan club. Worse, her self-made fan club called Gun-hee Love was created immediately after her public apology press conference. At the same time, none of the charges of her possible criminal activities were dealt with. Soon, through this fan club, posters picturing her as Wonder Woman, Detective Justice, and a Woman of Punishment were shared on the various social media platforms. She has been constantly releasing photos of herself to the press. Every time she distributes the photo of herself in the press, most media have been pouring out tributes to her. For example, a skirt she wore has been described as a sold-out skirt, and she has been described as the First Lady who looks like Audrey Hepburn. The truth-loving public is outraged that the media constantly praise her while none of her criminal charges being dealt with fairly and transparently. She's behaving like attention seekers such as no Korean First Lady has ever been. Her attention-seeking seems to be out of control. For security reasons, photos in the president's office can only be taken by the president's staff or photographers with permission, and these photos will remain in the records of the president's term in the office. However, an unknown person took this photo with a regular cell phone and uploaded it to her fan club. President Yoon and First Lady are ignoring the national security system that could endanger the country. Again, she behaved like a mature attention seeker when, on the same day that she posed so prettily with President Yoon on the lawn, a huge wildfire broke out near the town of Uljin and caused a state of emergency. When neither Mr. Yoon or Mrs. Kim so much as mentioned this disaster, angry netizens shared this parodied photo with the title, "Fiddle While Rome Burns." Who is this First Lady Kim Gun-hee? She was born on September 2, 1972, the third daughter in her family. She is known to have had 3 names. Her real name is Kim Myung-shin. She changed her name to Kim Gun-hee, and Julie is another her names, one that she denies. Not only her name, but also her face has constantly changed. And more than her name and her face, she has changed a man. Not only her names, face, and man, she even manipulated her education and credentials without hesitation. At her public apology press conference acknowledging her crimes, she made excuse that she had to fake her education and career just to stand out. She even taught students at colleges based on falsified resumes. When President Yoon Suk-yeol was the Prosecutor General, he charged his boss, the Minister of Justice Cho Guk, with forging a certificate for his daughter. Eventually, Mr. Cho stepped down from his position and his wife has been imprisoned. In contrast, Kim Gun-hee committed an overwhelming number of crimes of falsification of her academic credentials and career, but a single investigation has been conducted. In July 2021, when President Yoon was active as a presidential candidate, a graffiti painted on a wall in Seoul made South Korea buzz. This graffiti is titled Julie's Man, and it listed the names of the men that she had been involved with, from her first divorced husband to her present-day husband. We don't care how many men she had had a relationship with in the past. We don't even need to dwell on her affair with a married man because it's her private business. But the more we get to know Kim Gun-hee, the more we realize that her men used their power to cover up her and her mother's crimes. Not only that, she used some of these men to abuse the law and to ruin the lives of innocent people. There are still people who are suffering today because Kim Gun-hee and her mother. The content of next videos will be based on various related news articles and on the testimony of a man named Jung Dae-taek, who has been fighting with Mrs. Kim Gun-hee and her mother in court for 19 years and who claims he knows them better than anyone. We'll show you how Mrs. Kim and her mother escaped being charged for their crime charges through her men who have a power.